got a really bad throat, so I don't know how this video is gonna go. I sound a little bit weird, don't I? But I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Come on. I've got a day off today. Caroline's my wife, by the way. Caroline is currently on holiday in Oman. And she comes back today. What time is it now? Frida and I are just chilling, just clean the house, and I thought I'd better get on camera because I have a little bit of spare time to film and edit. Like I said, I've been working all week this week and I feel like proper ill. I didn't want to call in sick because I quit my job and it's my last 5 days there. And I really want to spend time with the people that are working there because I really love them and they're the most selfless and most amazing people I've ever met in my life. Yeah, I quit my job at Brammibals. It's a little bit weird. For anyone that doesn't know or has just joined this YouTube channel, I started working at Brammibals a few months back. It's got to be like nearly a year now. It's a vegan donut store in Berlin, and it's my first fully vegan job, which was absolutely incredible and was really encouraging and sort of one of the main reasons why I wanted to join Brammibals' team. Apart from that, I knew Bram and Jess, which are the owners from Brammibals. I knew them from Lush. They were customers that came there all the time, and we spoke and gave them sort of some recommendations for products that they should buy, and we got talking about their job and talking about them cooking donuts from home and selling them online, and about their journey and about them wanting to open up a store. One day, Bram and Jess, the owners of Brammibals, came into Lush and we were talking about them opening up a new store, and they said that they found somewhere that they were really interested in, a location. And they asked me if I ever wanted to go and work there. And at the time, I really wanted to stay at Lush because I've been working at Lush for like 12 years or something ridiculous. And it was all I knew, you know, I had really built my foundation within Lush, and it was something that I really wanted to do for the rest of my life. I wanted it to be my career. At that point, I was kind of having a bad time at Lush, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to stay there. So Bram and Jess kept on talking to me, and eventually they opened up this store, and I tried to make a video about this. My wife and I went to the opening of the Brammibal store when it opened up in Kreuzberg. We were really excited for it, you know, like we were really amazed by the huge selection of vegan donuts. It was new, there's no vegan donut store in Berlin, so for my wife and I, being vegan, it was a really nice little treat, you know, like to go down there every Sunday, get some French toast and a donut, some good coffee. We went there all the time. It was like our Sunday spot to go and get breakfast and hang out. Do you wanna come up here? So fast forward a few months later, right? I'm working at Lush, I'm having a really bad time, I'm really not enjoying it, and I get this text on my phone from Bram, who is one of the owners of Brammibals. He basically just texted me and said, would you like to work for us? Would you like to be the manager for us? I instantly messaged like, yes. When do you want to meet? And he was like, well, when have you got spare time? And I was like, tonight, let's meet tonight. I was just done with Lush at that point. Not as a company, but where I was working, you know, I wasn't too happy. And I did do a video about this before, so you can watch it, I'll link it below. When I got this text, I was super excited. I really, really wanted to do it. And we sat down at this local store called Soy. It's a little restaurant in Berlin, just like noodle soups and stuff. We sat there, we spoke about business, about customer service, and generally about managing stores. And they spoke to me and asked me if I had any experience in that, which I did from working in Lush, from working in Wagamama and other places. I did do managerial stuff, I did supervisor stuff and opening stores, you know, like a million different things. So when they asked me to be the manager, I was super, super excited, and I basically just said yes on the spot, like at the restaurant. I was like, yeah, I'm totally down for it. They said I should sleep on it, think about it, and I thought it would be a good idea too. So whilst I was still working at Lush, I went for a trial shift at Brammibals Donuts, and I just worked on the shop floor, hoping that no one from Lush came in and saw me working there because I was still working at Lush. Just served some customers. It was super busy. I got super excited. It was something new. It was something a little bit scary, which was really good. And I didn't know the team, so it was a brand new experience, and I really, really liked it. After 2 weeks of working there, on and off, sort of like doing trial shifts and stuff, Bram and Jess spoke to me and asked me if I would like to work there, and they said they were confident that I would fit in and that I could help them out. I signed the contract, and yeah, that was it. I gave him my notice at Lush, and away I went. I was working at Brammibals. The idea was that I started at Brammibals working just as a team member, just as a regular staff member on the shop floor, and then I went on to be the manager after a few months when I had sort of integrated myself into the team a little bit more, and when I got used to everyone and when everyone got used to me. But it didn't really go like that. The shop was just constantly on the up. Like, I remember the first day I worked there, they had this tiny little glass cabinet and just a few little donuts in there, and they were selling like crazy, and they would always sell out, but at the same time they weren't selling a crazy amount. They were just selling out all the time and it was always busy. As the months progressed, they started to sell more and more food items. The kitchen was selling stuff like French toast and breakfast plates and sandwiches and stuff like that. And it was really, really crazy. Like the kitchen was going nuts. And then they got some advisors in, they swapped the shop around a little bit, they made a bigger cabinet, they got new bakers in, they made more and more donuts, and it just went out of control. It just span out of, it just went crazy basically. And this shop is on the up and up. Even today, every single day that I go in, it just gets busier and busier and busier, and they're making more and more money, and they're trying to think about new ways to spend this money and invest it in the business. Bram and Jess decided to open up a new shop. It's really going amazing for them, and I praise them for their courage and for their enthusiasm for their business. They're amazing people. Sorry, my dog's going mental. Yeah, I really praise them for their courageousness and for being amazing people. They really do know what they're doing. Some stuff happened with me within Brammibals, which was a little bit like my fault, a little bit their fault. You know, it was sort of like balanced. It wasn't all my fault, it wasn't all their fault. So when I turned 30, I realized that I don't know if I would like to make my career in Brammibals. I knew that I wanted to be some sort of manager and I wanted to work my way up in a business, but joining a business from the very bottom and watch it grow so quickly was very interesting, and I've learned a lot of lessons. It's just that I had a lot of problems with mental health and a lot of problems with being off sick. To give them credit, they just haven't got enough people with enough experience on the shop floor, because people are constantly coming and going, and it's an amazing business. They got such huge potential, and I really do think they're gonna go huge places. Sorry about that, my battery ran out, 1 sec. Yeah, so I had a lot of problems with mental health. I was really having a tough time, and I was off work for a really long time sick, which I explained in my previous video, and that caused a bit of tension between me and Brammibals, and I can totally understand that. I respect that. It's very difficult to deal with someone that's supposed to be in charge of the shop and in charge of their biggest part of the business at the moment when they're off so long sick. They obviously had to get someone else to come in and cover all those shifts, and it was really difficult for the team to deal with it, and it made them look at me in a different light and wonder whether it was gonna work out. So basically when I went back after being sick, I couldn't really work. I was all over the place. I was on medication. I didn't really know what was going on with my mind. I said some stuff which was really annoying to the staff, and I did apologize, and I really do apologize now for being such a horrible person in those times. It was impossible to get control of my own soul and to realize that, you know, this is just flesh and bones and just electricity, and that I'm living in the moment right now, and that I need to make it a positive thing, and I need to make myself give positive energy to people, and that it will come back, and not to be such an aggressive person and try to fight everything. I've learned my lesson 100%. I really do apologize to everyone for that, and I understand all the decisions that have been made by Brammibals, but I finally decided last week that I was going to give him my notice. And the reason I wanted to give him my notice to Brammibals was because I found another job. And the reason I found another job was because my wife sent me a message online basically saying like, oh, you should go check out this link that I just saw. I was a little bit dubious about it. Like I said, I was in a really weird place, but I checked out the link, I gave her a ring, and then I met up with someone, and it just went super quick. Everything was just slotting into place. And I really feel like someone was looking out for me, you know? Like I was going through this really weird time in my life, really sort of turbulent, negative time, and everything just came up Millhouse, and I was just all of a sudden feeling amazing again, and all of a sudden I felt really, really good.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
What happened was I met up with these people, right? I don't really want to talk about who it is right now because I don't want to, you know, go into that just yet. But I met up with some really nice people from this new job. They were very spiritual, very loving, and very honest. And it's exactly what I needed. I needed people to talk directly to me, you know? I needed people to be human, and I needed people to be very honest and just go for it and just absolutely annihilate me with honesty. And I really respect that from people. So when this person met up with me, we spoke about life, we spoke about God, we spoke about everything. It was amazing. It was just the most huge mind-opening experience, and I really did appreciate it because it just absolutely opened all these doors for me and just absolutely smashed my face in with this brutal honesty. So I'm really looking forward to this new job. I'm super excited, and I just wanted to come on camera really quick, and I'm sorry for blabbering on for so long. I am going to be coming back making videos again because I'm feeling so positive now. What I wanted to say really quick before I go is that I'm going to have some time off from next Friday, which is going to be, today is Sunday the 11th of February, so Friday is going to be, one sec, so it's going to be like the 16th. So on the 16th of February, I am off until the 28th of February because I had some time left from my holidays from last year with Brammibals. So I'm gonna take that time off. I've already bought my tickets to go to the UK. I'm taking this camera with me, and you're gonna come with me too. And I'm gonna film every single day. I'm so excited to see my parents. I'm so excited to see my little sister, all of my family, and all of my mates. I can't wait. I'm gonna eat so many chips. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do love you all, and I really do mean that. I think the words I love you get thrown around way too much, and I would never say it unless I mean it. So thanks very much, and see you in a bit. Cheers.